Hello YouTube, Crazy Robot Lady here, and welcome to day 23 of Let's Get to Know 1986 Playmates Cricket. Today we are taking a trip to the zoo, and I have never heard this tape, so it should be pretty exciting. So, let's join her ladyship and get on with the show.
You're the very most fun I've ever found, and you're my friend. Hi, this is Cricket talking to ya. Have you ever been to the zoo? Well, I sure have. It's so much fun, and you can learn a lot too. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we take a trip to the zoo right now? It's a wonderful day to visit the zoo, visit the zoo, to visit the zoo, where the animals play, and there's so much to do. Let's go visit the zoo, where hippos splash in a shady pool, and the polar bears like to stay nice and cool. They're at the zoo. Won't you come along too? It's a wonderful day to go to the zoo, go to the zoo. We'll go to the zoo where the animals play. You never know what they'll do. Let's go visit the zoo, where tigers growl and lions roar. There are birds and bears and a whole lot more. They're at the zoo. Won't you come along too? Why don't you come along too? One time, my mom took me and Patty Ann and Cindy Lou on a trip to the zoo. We had the greatest time because my mom knew one of the zookeepers. Everybody said my mom, meet Zelda. She's going to show us how she feeds the animals. Hi, Zelda, we all said. Hi, girls, said Zelda. Let's go feed the elephants first. Yay, we all said. And then we went over to where the elephants lived. What do elephants eat, said Patty Ann. I bet they eat peanuts, I said. That's right, said Zelda. But they eat all kinds of vegetables, too, and they especially like hay. Giraffes like hay, too, said Cindy Lou. And so do camels, I said. Right you are again, said Zelda. And then we all went over to feed the giraffes, and then the camels, too. Boy, oh boy, said Cindy Lou. If I had all these animals to feed, I sure wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, I said, just like the old woman who lived in a shoe. There was a young lady who worked in a zoo. She had so many animals, she knew just what to do. First she fed the elephant, and then the giraffe too. And then she fed the camel and said, phew, I'm through. But Zelda wasn't through yet. Now let's feed the sea lions, she said. So we all went over to the sea lion pool. There were some seals there too, and even some cute little penguins. I bet I know what the sea lions eat, said Patty Ann. Fish. Do the penguins eat fish too, I said. Sure they do, said Zelda. Watch this. Then she put on her rubber boots and went into the pool. She held out a fish to a sea lion named Sunny. And what do you think he said?
Oh.
You guessed it. Arr, arr, arr. And then he clapped his flippers and gobbled his fish. And I made up some more of my rhyme. There was a young lady who worked in a zoo. She had so many animals, she knew just what to do. First she fed the sea lions, and then the penguins too. And then she fed the seals, and said, phew, I'm through. But Zelda wasn't through yet. Now let's feed the monkeys, she said. So we all went over to the monkey house. There were a lot of little monkeys, and some big ones too. What kind of monkeys are those, said Patty Ann. They're not monkeys, said Zelda. They're chimpanzees. Chimps belong to the ape family, like orangutans. And gorillas, I said. And gorillas too, said Zelda. And then she told us that monkeys and apes like the same kind of food, fruit, like bananas and apples and oranges. So I made up another verse for my poem. There was a young lady who worked in a zoo. She had so many animals, she knew just what to do. First she fed the chimpanzee, and then the gorilla too. orangutan and said, "Phew, I'm through." But Zelda said, "We're not through yet." "Oh, yes, we are," I said. And then so did Patty Ann and Cindy Lou. "But how come?" said Zelda. "It's still the animals' lunchtime." "'Cause we're hungry," we all said together. "And it's our lunchtime, too." So then we all sat down and had a sandwich. And guess what? This time, the animals watched us eat. Whenever I go to the zoo, I always make sure I visit the monkeys. They're so funny. I just love to watch them swinging and climbing all over the place. Tell you what, you can pretend you're a monkey right now. Just listen to the song and do what it says. Monkey business, happy all day long. Monkey business, that's the name of this song. Monkey, make a face at me. Go ahead and let me see. Monkey business, happy all day long. Monkey business, that's the name of this song. Monkey, make a chattering sound while you're jumping up and down.
Sound like a dying rooster.
Monkey business, happy all day long. Monkey business, that's the name of the song. Monkey, tumble all around, tumble over on the ground.
Nope.
Monkey business, happy all day long. Monkey business, that's the name of the song. That was lots of fun, and here's something else that's fun. While I was at the zoo, I thought of a neat rhyming game about animals. Just listen to my question, then see if you can answer it. What rhymes with tail and a monkey has one?
Oh, a tail.
The answer is a tail. Tail rhymes with tail and a monkey has one. Here's another question. What rhymes with stop and a kangaroo does it?
Hop.
If you said hop, you got it right. Now try this one. What rhymes with pipes and a tiger has them?
Stripes.
The right answer is stripes. Now see if you know this one. What rhymes with junk and an elephant has a long one?
A trunk.
The right answer to that one is a trunk. Hey, you're really good at this game. I'd like to keep playing, but we've got lots more stuff to do at the zoo.
Thanks.
So let's zoom! In the petting zoo, they had the cutest bunny rabbits you ever saw. But every time somebody moved too fast or made a loud noise, they all ran back into their rabbit holes. Then when they thought it was safe, they'd come back out again. So Cindy Lou and I made up a game about them, and you can play too. First, make sure you have lots of room. Now stand next to me and put your hand on my shoulder. When I say rabbits hop, you start hopping away from me. Keep hopping until I say run home. Then you have to get back and touch my shoulder again before I count to 3. Let's try it. Be sure you're touching my shoulder first. All right. Now, rabbits hop.
Whee!
Run home. 1, 2, 3.
No!
Did you get back before I said 3?
No!
Let's keep playing. Ready? Rabbits hop.
I look more like a dying turtle.
Run home. 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Okay, now I'm going to do it faster.
Faster?
Rabbits hop. Run home. 1, 2, 3.
No!
One more time. Rabbits hop. Run home. 1, 2, 3. Are you quick as a bunny or what? One of the funniest looking animals in the zoo is a laughing hyena. It looks a little like a wolf with big ears, and it has spots on its back like a leopard. And when it laughs, it goes like this. Ha 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 ha. But guess what? A long, long time ago, the hyenas didn't know how to laugh at all. Would you like to hear the story of how they learned? Well, tell ya.
Actually, a hyena sounds more like. Okay.
Hey, I'll tell ya. But pay attention, because you're gonna have to help me. Once upon a time in the jungle, there was a little hyena named Henny. Henny loved to play games and tell jokes. Only problem was, all the other hyenas were very, very serious, like Henny's cousin, Hilda. What did one monkey say to the other monkey, said Henny to Hilda. I'm sure I don't know, said Hilda. So Henny said, stop monkeying around, and he laughed and laughed. But do you think Cousin Hilda laughed?
Nope.
No, not even a giggle. So then Henny went off to where the monkeys lived and told them his joke. What did one monkey say to the other monkey? Said Henny to the monkeys. We don't know, said the monkeys. What did one monkey say to the other monkey? Now you tell the monkeys the answer. Go ahead.
I forgot.
Well, the monkeys thought that was so funny, they laughed themselves silly, like this. And that made Henny feel so good, he decided to give his hyena cousins another try. So he went home and found his cousin Hector. Where does a 2,000-pound gorilla sleep? Said Henny to Hector. I haven't the faintest idea, said Hector. So Henny said, wherever he wants to. And he laughed and laughed. But Cousin Hector just turned up his nose and said, very funny. So then Henny went off to where the gorillas lived and told them his joke. Where does a 2,000-pound gorilla sleep? Said Henny to the gorillas. We don't know, said the gorillas. Where does a 2,000-pound gorilla sleep? Now you tell the gorillas the answer.
Anywhere he wants to.
Well, the gorillas thought that was so funny, they laughed themselves silly, like this. Gruff, 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 gruff. And that made Henny feel so good, he decided to give his hyena cousins another try. So he went home and found his cousin Harriet. What is an elephant? Said Henny to Harriet. After it's 5 years old.
Huh?
I couldn't care less, said Harriet. So Henny said, he's 6 years old.
Oh
And
my
laughed and
God,
laughed.
that's
But
so
Cousin
bad.
Harriet went back to polishing her toenails and didn't even smile. So then Henny went off to where the elephants lived and told them his joke. What is an elephant? Said Henny to the elephants. After he's 5 years old. We don't know, said the elephants. What is an elephant after he's 5 years old? Now you tell the elephants the answer.
6 years old.
Well, the elephants thought that was so funny, they laughed themselves silly, like this. Snort, snort, snort. And that made Henny feel so good, he decided to give his hyena cousins one last try. But first, he asked Engelbert, the eldest elephant, for some advice. My hyena cousins don't like monkey jokes, said Henny, or gorilla jokes, or even elephant jokes. What am I gonna do? Have you tried a hyena joke? Said Engelbert. A hyena joke, said Henny. That's it. And he ran home as fast as he could. When he got there, he found his cousins Hilda and Hector and Harriet all together. They were very seriously discussing the weather. Have I got a joke for you, said Henny. Why did the hyena wear purple sneakers? I'm sure I don't know, said Hilda. I haven't the faintest idea, said Hector. I couldn't care less, said Harriet. So Henny said, well, I'll tell ya. Why did the hyena wear purple sneakers? Because his pink ones were dirty. And he laughed and laughed. And then Hilda said, hee hee hee. And then Hector said, ha ha ha. And then Harriet said, ho ho ho. And then pretty soon, Hilda and Hector and Harriet were laughing themselves silly, like this. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha, ho ho ho. And then they told Henny's joke to the other hyenas. And pretty soon they were all laughing, just like a pack of laughing hyenas. Can you believe it? If you'd like to have some more fun at the zoo, just turn my tape over. And whatever you do, I'll be talking to ya.
I didn't have a lot of zoo experiences, but I will tell you about one that I had that I remember pretty well. Actually, I remember two. The first one, I was, I don't know, 14 years old. And I went to the Riverbank Zoo in Colombia. And apparently I'd been there several times through my life because I had a hat from there when I was like an ittle bitty baby, but my head was too small for it. But anyway, so we were walking through the aquarium part of the zoo, and my guide kept shifting position, and I was like, "What is wrong with you, Sarah?" And she goes, "Well, there's this 4-foot shark, and it has followed us around 2 corners of this room, and he's making me very uncomfortable, but he's eyeballing you more than me." I was like, "Oh, thanks a lot." And the other experience, I was, oh dear, 20, 29, 28, something like that. No. Actually, I think I may have been closer to like 30 or 31 or something. But I went to the zoo with a group of my friends and my cousin and her kids, and I got to feed a giraffe. It was amazing. His name was Jabari, and we had to walk up this wooden stair thing that was about 20 feet high, and he would take, I don't know why I'm yelling, guys. I'm not tired. Anyway, he would take acacia leaves right out of our fingers. It was so cool. I loved it. And being able to pet a giraffe, I don't know, like, it's like a really stretched out horse with a short body. I don't know. I enjoyed it. And I learned all sorts of stuff about giraffes too. Like, they don't have top teeth. They have this large bony pad in the top of their mouth, and they grind up the leaves that they eat. But what I should have done was ask that guy if giraffes make sounds. I believe they do. I mean, why wouldn't they make some kind of sound? I don't believe that whole theory that giraffes are absolutely silent. It just doesn't. It doesn't hold true for being a mammal. Anyway, let's keep going.
Did you ever wonder why a tiger has stripes? Or why a baby deer has a spotted coat? It's because special markings like those make it easier for animals to hide. Here's an old folk song about why some animals look the way they do. It isn't true, but it is funny. And you can sing along. Just sing Heidi Hody Hum Diddle I whenever I do.
What?
Heidi Hody Hum Diddle I, Heidi Hody Hum Diddle I. Hey, said the leopard with a purr, there was nary a spot upon my fur, till I walked 'neath the black once was plain as plain could be, till I flew through a rainbow in the sky. And ever since I've been a colorful guy. Hidey-hody, hum-diddle-I, hidey-hody, hum-diddle-I, hidey-hody, hum-diddle-I, hidey-hody, hum-diddle-I. I got a letter yesterday from my pen pal Jomo, who lives in Africa. Jomo's dad is a veterinarian. That's an animal doctor. So Jomo knows a lot about wild animals, and he even keeps some as pets. He sent me a picture of one, and guess what? It was the cutest little lion cub you ever saw. Maybe someday I'll get to visit Jomo in Africa. But in the meantime, let's go on an imaginary adventure and have some jungle fun.
Cool.
As soon as I got to Jomo's house, he wanted to show me his lion cub, Simba. But I said, I thought lion cubs always stayed with their mamas. They do, said Jomo. Simba must have gotten lost. Where'd you find him, I said. He fell into an old well, said Jomo, and hurt his paw. So I'm going to keep him till he's all better. Then will you bring him back to his mama, I said. Sure, said Jomo. But when we got to the lion cub's cage, picture this. The cage door was open, and Simba was gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, said Jomo. I guess I forgot to close the door last night. What are we going to do, I said. We'll have to go on a lion hunt, said Jomo. Want to come along? Sure, I said. And you can come along, too. When I sing the lion hunt song, you repeat whatever I say. Ready? Okay, let's hit the trail. Going on a lion hunt.
Going on a lion hunt.
Want to come along?
I want to come along.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go. Tramp, 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 tramp. Oh, look.
Oh, look.
What's that? Tall grass. Swish, 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 swish. Tramp, 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 tramp. But when Jomo and I got through the tall grass, we didn't see Simba anywhere. Where do we look now, I said. I know, said Jomo. Come on. Going on a lion hunt.
Going on a lion hunt.
Want to come along?
I want to come along.
Okay, let's go. Oh, look.
Oops.
What's that? A swamp. Slurp, 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 slurp.
Yuck.
Swish, 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 swish. Tramp, 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 tramp. But when we got through the mud in that yucky old swamp, we still didn't see Simba anywhere. Where do we look now, I said. I know, said Jomo. Come on. Going on a lion hunt.
Going on a lion hunt.
Want to come along?
I want to come along.
Okay, let's go. Oh, look. What's that? A bridge. Clop, 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 clop.
Clop, 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 clop.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Swish, 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 swish.
Swish, 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 swish.
Tramp, 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 tramp.
Tramp, 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 tramp.
And guess what?
Where
as
is
soon
that
as Jomo
lion?
and I got to the middle of that old bridge, we looked over the side and saw Simba. He was standing at the edge of the river and taking a drink. Simba, cried Jomo, we're coming. But then all of a sudden, we heard a lion roar. That doesn't sound like Simba to me, I said. It isn't, said Jomo. It's Simba's mama. Let's get out of here. But what about Simba, I said. Don't worry, said Jomo. His paw must be all right now. So Jomo and I said goodbye to Simba and ran back home. But first we had to cross back over the bridge. Clop, 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 clop.
clop.
And then we had to wade through that mucky swamp.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
And then we had to go through that tall grass.
Swish, 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 swish.
And then we had to run back up the trail.
Run, 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 run.
Phew, I said when we got home. That was pretty dangerous. Oh, that was nothing, said Jomo. Would you like to hear about the time I found a baby gorilla? And I just laughed and said, no, I don't think so. Maybe on my next imaginary adventure. When I was at the zoo, I noticed that animals move in lots of different ways. Some jump, some fly, some run, and some even swim. Let's see if you can move like the animals do. Listen to my song and and see if you can jump, run, fly, and swim when I tell ya. First, you're gonna jump like a rabbit. If you jump like a rabbit, jump along. If you jump like a frog, then jump along. If you jump like a flea, then jump along with me and we'll join in the animal parade.
Oh, I remember
Now
this.
we can join an animal that runs real fast. If you run like a horse, then run along. If you run like a camel, run along. If you run wild and free, then run along with me and we'll join in the animal parade. Now pretend you're an animal that flies. If you fly like an eagle, fly along. If you fly like a blue jay, fly along. If you fly from tree to tree, then fly along with me and we'll join in the animal parade. Now be an animal that swims. If you swim like a whale, then swim along.
Wrong
If you
motion.
swim like a porpoise, swim along. If you swim in the sea, then swim along with me and we'll join in the animal parade. Golly gee, we sure have met a lot of animals. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't you and I make up a story about some of them? It'll be lots of fun. Here's what you do. Just listen, and whenever you hear this sound, name an animal. Anyone at all. Better be thinking about some animals now, 'cause here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little
Mouse.
named Ernie. And one day, when Ernie was walking in the woods, he came to the house of a big bad
Wolf.
who was really a witch. The witch cast a magic spell and turned Ernie into a...
Dog.
Oh, please change me back again, said Ernie. Okay, said the witch, I'll try. But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't change Ernie back. First she changed him into a...
Owl.
And then she turned him into a...
Eagle.
And finally she turned him into a...
Horse.
It's no use, said the witch to Ernie. Why don't you pick your favorite animal, and I'll turn you into that. So Ernie thought and thought, and finally he said, I know, I'd like to be a...
Mule.
So that's what the witch turned him into.
Oh,
and
no.
he lived happily
Mule.
ever after.
Oh, no.
Golly gee, was that a funny story or what? Next time we play, you can name some different animals. But right now, I know another fun zoo game. This is a guessing game about animals, and here's how we play. First, I'll say something about an animal, and then you try to guess which one it is. Ready? Here we go. I look like a horse, but that wouldn't be right, because I've got stripes that are black and white. What am I?
A zebra.
The answer is a zebra. That's one of my favorite animals. Now get ready for another one. I can bark like a dog, but I swim in the sea. I start with an S, and I'm black as can be. What am I?
Seal?
The answer to that one is a seal. Now I've got another one for you. Here goes. I've got two humps, and what do you think? I can cross the desert without a drink. What am I?
A
Did you
camel.
say a camel? If you did, you got it right. Now here's the last one. I chatter away as I swing from a tree. If you see a long tail, you'll be looking at me. What am I?
Monkey.
The right answer is a monkey. I just love the monkeys at the zoo, and the kangaroos too. I even know a story about one, and it's coming right up. Have you ever heard the story about how the kangaroo got a pouch? You haven't?
No.
Well, I'm not surprised, because I just made it up. And guess what? I'm going to tell it to you right now. Once upon a time, there was a mama kangaroo named Katie and her little baby Joey. One morning, Katie went off to the grocery store to do her shopping, and she took Joey with her. Only problem was, Joey was too little to hop by himself, so Katie carried him in her arms. Well, it was okay going to the grocery store, but on the way home, Katie had a big shopping bag to carry too. So she said to her baby, "Joey, you'll have to ride on my back. Hold on tight." "Okay, Mama," said Joey, and he put his arms around Katie's neck and held on tight. Boing, 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 hopped Katie as she headed for home. Boing, 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 bounced Joey as he held on tight. And then picture this. When they were almost home, Joey started to slip off Katie's back. "Mama," cried Joey, "I'm falling." "Hold on tighter," cried Katie. But when she tried to catch her baby, the shopping bag fell out of her hands and went squish on the ground.
Oh,
And
no.
then poor little Joey fell off her back and bumped his bottom. "Ow," said Joey, "that hurt." "He'll be all right," said Katie, "but we'll have to think of something else for tomorrow." Next morning, it was time to do the laundry. Katie had a big bundle to carry, so she said to her baby, "Joey, how about riding on my tail today?" "Okay, Mama," said Joey, and he climbed onto Katie's tail and held on tight. Boing, 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 hopped Katie as she headed for the river. Boing, 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 bounced Joey as he held on tight. And then when they were almost to the river, Katie said, "How are you doing, honey?" But guess what? Joey didn't answer, because he wasn't there anymore.
Oh, no.
"Oh, no," cried Katie, and she dropped her bundle and went hopping back towards home. But don't worry, she found her baby right away. "Whee," said Joey to his mama, "that was fun." But Katie said, "This will never do. I must think of something else." So Katie thought, and then she said, "I know what I'll do." And then she took Joey by the hand and hurried home. She went straight to her sewing machine and stayed there all day. Next morning, it was time to go to the grocery store again. So Katie said to her baby, "Joey, have I got a surprise for you?" Then she put on a big yellow apron and tied it around her waist. "Hop in," said Katie. "Where?" said Joey. "In here," said Katie, and she showed him the big pocket she'd sewn in her apron. "Yippee," said Joey, and he hopped into the pocket. It was just the right size. And best of all, he didn't even have to hold on tight. When Katie and Joey got to the store that morning, all the other Kanga mamas couldn't believe their eyes. And the other Kanga babies started crying because they wanted to ride in the pocket too. So all the Kanga mamas went straight home and made aprons with pockets. And from that day on, no Kanga baby ever got lost or fell down and bumped his bottom again.
Oh,
Gee, I sure have had fun visiting the zoo with you. In fact, I've had a super duper time. Let's go again. Real soon.
Zune. Oh, my goodness. That was funny. All right, guys. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. It's probably the weather. It is raining outside. I've had a headache for 2 days now. And yesterday I couldn't do nothing but sleep, so I might be getting something. I don't know what, but hopefully it won't want to stick around. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me. As usual, like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell so you will know whenever I upload new content. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.